What's up, shitters? My name is Logan, aka Spiderhands, and welcome to SP Reviews, where today we're checking out a track by an artist named Musicismost, and this is called Pheromone 2. Switch over to here, Pheromone 2 on Spotify. We have ourselves a single, and we are going to hear what we think. Oh, damn, man, I'm loving this. Damn, these guitars, bass, and drums. Killer intro, man. Hang on a minute. Let me double check something real quick. Yeah, no, this is still in a good place. Yeah, I was worried about my mic placement a little bit, but no, we're fine. I'm actually loving the kind of Iron Maidenish kind of bass tone, actually. It's kind of ringing through like their kind of middle career stuff. It's sick. All the notes are clearly performed.
May I introduce myself to you? My name is Pheromone 2, and it seems that I'm alive. It seems I can smell your sign. Walking down the street at night, I see your smile in my light, and although I don't know why, I feel I've known you for a while. I feel I've known you for a while. Known you for a while. Feel I've known you for a while.
I love the kind of the kind of rugged tonality of that vocalist's delivery. While it's not like particularly aggressive or anything like that, it's actually a really sexy performance on behalf of that vocalist. The guy's got pipes and he knows how to deliver it in a way that has a bit of grit to it without being too edgy. And I love the overdrive on those guitars. The tonality of it is gorgeous, and the main musical theme itself so far has been really sort of straightforward and clearly articulated. It's a very successful single so far. I love the way as well. Like, I know we're in the middle of the bridge and I'm interrupting it, but I love how the guitars are panned as well. I think that the production is very, very competent as well.
Sometimes the nose just leaves my head behind. My nose can't see what my eyes are telling me.
I'm assuming this is the pre-chorus, right?
Walking down the street at night, I see your smell in my life, and although I don't know why, I feel I've known you for a while. Shame on you and shame on me.
Okay, so maybe that was the hook before. Sorry, I got confused. I was figuring there might be a bridge between those sections, but maybe the bridge was very subtle. I apologize for that. That's not me saying that the song is like bad or anything like that. I think it's been written really well. The music itself is very engaging. The instrumentation is very effective. And again,
I break up with you, I make up with me. Been like this all my life. I've never seen myself alive. I've never seen myself alive. Never seen myself alive. Never seen myself alive.
so this is the hook, isn't it? Kind of reminds me a little bit of like the vocal performance from like Velvet Revolver in the mid-2000s. Got that kind of flow to it in terms of the general sort of tonality of this performance. I'm assuming this is talking about like a sort of interactions with people and how they smell and our own sort of attractions and the sort of biochemical stuff that occurs between us as we kind of become attracted to each other, and kind of the way that we connect to people through stuff like this, as well as sort of break away from them. I could be full of crap though. So my nose just leaves my head behind. Alright. All right, I get it. So it's like when you like smell something that you like, and then suddenly you're like, hang on, no, 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 no. Actually, I shouldn't get involved with this, but there's something inside me that's just saying it's a good idea. That's basically your nose, isn't it?
Still it rules my head. Still it rules my head. Still it rules my head.
The vocalist has been fairly consistent in his style of like singing for the entire track, and it might just be his kind of niche. And back to the sort of hooky bit. So is that like an interlude or something like that? I suppose it was, wasn't it?
Just leaves my head behind.
Good. We're getting some more intensity there in that like singing. And this last part of the song. Okay, I love that last little bit. It got a little bit more sort of animated near the end. I think that in terms of like what the lyrics are about is fairly unique. I haven't heard a take on pheromones like that for a while. Like generally people don't even really talk about pheromones. It's usually what you see. You know what I mean? Like what you see and then you react to that before your brain is like, hey, maybe I shouldn't do something about this. But talking about the sort of subconscious reactions we have towards other people that we're attracted to on that level is a really interesting take. And I do like it. I do like it a lot. He may also not have been speaking about people. It may have been something else. You know, it could... people have all sorts of sort of indicators, sort of like little quirks and little things that sort of turn them on. You know, it's an interesting sort of... It's an interesting song anyways in that respect. The content, the subject matter is particularly intriguing. I loved the performance of the guitars, the bass, and the drums. And, you know, like it was a fairly... I think they did play it safe with this recording. They didn't... not necessarily the recording, the composition. They needed it to be an effective single. And I think this might be their first single on Spotify. And in that respect, I'm pretty impressed with what they managed to put out. I don't know if they've done other stuff outside of this, but it sounds like they would have been together a while. And it's a very, very promising beginning for Musicismost. I just was wondering... if there was room maybe in their live performances to add a little bit more kind of dynamic sort of the change, the actual delivery of the vocals, whether it becomes more animated in a live setting and whether this was more conscious decision to sort of keep that sort of like the volume and the style the same throughout. Because when he put a little bit more kind of sizzle into his general sort of like output, it sounded really dope. It sounded like he was kind of calmly reciting his lines for a lot of the track, and not in a bad way. I don't mean that as in it was boring. It seemed like he was maybe told, hey, don't do anything too crazy in this one. You can do all your crazy vocal stuff in the next track. And to me, I think it's the only thing that could have potentially improved it was to show this guy's range in a way that would have kept it interesting for the whole 3 minutes and 50 seconds. And I maybe wouldn't have been as interested in the song if it had been that exact same style of delivery the whole time. And I know I'm repeating myself now. You kind of get the point. Aside from that, this is practically a flawless experience. Musicismost, Pheromones 2 is a fantastic song to listen to, and hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please do check out Musicismost, Spotify, and various social medias. Stay cool, stay safe. Please remember to support your local musicians and artists. At this point in time, I need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. I'll catch you next review. Spider hands out.